Goodwill Industries of Kentucky. Everybody knows Goodwill, and we appreciate all that Goodwill does. Joining me now, Martha Stevenson, the Vice President of Career Services with Goodwill Industries of Kentucky. Martha, welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me, Michael.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. So when people talk about Goodwill Industries, so many people know you for the stores, and that's great. And we like that. We love the support of the stores, but you guys do so much more than just that. Can you elaborate on just kind of an overview of Goodwill?
Absolutely. So, Michael, you're right. I mean, everyone knows Goodwill through our retail operations, and there is a means to an end with that, meaning that our stores, we operate probably 67 across our footprint here in Kentucky, and what we do is the donations that go to those stores, that we're so grateful for folks that donate things, and every 90 cents, nearly every 90 cents of every dollar goes to support the mission, kind of what you were just asking me about. So we have a great story behind those stores where we really help individuals really meet them where they are, do some assessments, and really help determine what their pathway out of poverty looks like for them.
Well, and 90 cents out of every dollar, I mean, who doesn't want to do that? You know, that's a huge deal, so I'd love to hear that. And again, if you're wanting to know how to support, go to goodwillky.org to do that. You have so much to celebrate in your centennial year celebration anniversary this year, but April brings some special stuff that you want to talk about today as well.
You know, Michael, it is. I mean, April is Second Chance Month, but Goodwill is a second chance organization, but we do that every day. But we really like to highlight in April all of the different things that we're going to host or co-host with agencies and other partners to celebrate Second Chance Month. For example, we're going to be having Second Chance Days in our opportunity centers across the state, which is going to bring partners for this one-stop shop opportunity for people who have been formerly incarcerated, who need services to really have those conversations about what it looks like to re-enter. We're going to have an expo where we're going to have a job fair and an actual expungement clinic. I think we're going to have 3 expungement clinics throughout April. We're also going to be doing re-entry simulations where it gives individuals like ourselves who may not have had those experiences really get the feel of what it's like to have to come out after having been incarcerated and really navigate the world and the barriers until they can really figure out what self-sufficiency looks like for them.
Well, and I think obviously the alignment of that with the Goodwill's mission is so great. Will you elaborate on that a little bit more of why April is so important when looking at what Goodwill stands for? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, everyone, you know, Goodwill's platform is a hand up, not a handout. And, you know, we look at giving people second chances, third chances, fourth chances, whatever it takes for individuals. And so aligning Second Chance Month for those individuals who really are looking for that opportunity, it just aligns seamlessly with our strategic plan and with our strategic operations, which is really developing pathways out of poverty. That's really what Goodwill wants to do. They want to take these individuals, they want to meet them where they are, work through the barriers that have been presented them in life, work through those with them, and then get them to self-sufficiency.
You know, Martha, when you talk about the types of people that you're helping, the people that have been incarcerated, that have gone through some challenges and tribulations in their life, what about people that maybe are those people that typically come right out of incarceration, or are there people that maybe they got out of incarceration 2 years ago, they didn't know where to turn, and they're watching right now? What would you tell them? Are you there to help all the
Absolutely.
Everybody?
And Michael, you raise a great point. I mean, Goodwill has its platform, but we also understand that our work cannot be done alone. And so many of the community partners that we've established across the state have been referral systems to Goodwill. So you raise a good point. People who have maybe been incarcerated, and yes, we have seen people who have come literally from being incarcerated and come right to our opportunity center seeking support. We also have partners, people who are, and maybe some of the folks are in transitional housing that they refer. They say, you know, we know about Goodwill. We know the services that they can help provide for you. So they refer people to our opportunity centers and to Goodwill for those services. And, you know, we mentioned the stores, and one of the things that the other means to an end with our stores is that we can employ folks in our stores, which is also a nice platform.
Yeah, so not only is the money going to the causes that you want, but you're also able to employ folks, which is great. Let's talk about, again, April, and how you guys are going to celebrate this month.
Yeah, so lots of opportunities. Like I said, we're going to be hosting 3 expungement events this month across the state. So just to give everyone a point of reference, Goodwill does cover 102 of the 120 counties in Kentucky. So we're going to be doing expungement events, second day opportunities. We're also going to be partnering something fun a little bit with the Kentucky Derby Festival. We'll be part of the block party in West Louisville, so people can learn and get some information about the services that we offer. So the purpose is really to offer all of these different events throughout April so that people can learn more about Goodwill and not just know about our stores.
Well, and I think it's important too, all the services that you do provide, and we're talking about it right now, but when you talk about the second chance services that you offer, so we have the expungement. Can you list those all again? I know you've touched on them, but I just think it's important to people that maybe their ears are perking up and they're saying, well, that's me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of go through all of the second chance services that you have.
So all the second chance opportunities we have is we invite people to come to Goodwill and our opportunity centers, where we co-locate with partners that takes a myriad of barriers, and we say, let's look at those and let's work through those. So we do things like we were touching on, the legal piece. We also do mental behavioral health. We also do simple things like getting people IDs, just the basic needs for those things. We do things around education. We do things around financial and digital literacy. We do things with resume development. We do things with mock interviewing. We get employers to come and do some interviewing strategies with us. So individuals who have been out of the workforce for a long period of time, who've suffered from maybe addiction issues, people who are coming out of having been incarcerated. Those are the individuals that come to us that says we're ready for another chance, and then Goodwill gives them an opportunity of a lot of services.
Well, and it's not a one-size-fits-all either, right? It's a case-by-case, and you guys do that because what one person might need is not what somebody else might need. And so I think that's so important. And you have, like you said, different partners that really fill those things. Is that right?
Yeah, and we feel like there are gap fillers. I mean, we know we can't do it alone, and so the importance of partnership collaboration is critical. So Goodwill has its platforms and its resources, but we also know to enhance those, we need the other nonprofit and other partnerships to help us do that. So we get to customize someone's pathway out of poverty, like you said, Michael, because everyone's story is different.
Everyone is, but you meet them where they are.
We do,
right?
we do, and we try to get them to a level of self-sufficiency that means something to them.
All right, so before I let you go, if people want to find out more information about some of the things we discussed today, how can they best do that?
Absolutely. So goodwillky.org. That will give you the general information about all of the April events that we're doing. And if you're particularly interested in the expungement clinics, just use that website with the /expungements.
All right, and again, second chance month for April.
Second chance month.
So again, if you're looking for that second chance, Goodwill Industries of Kentucky is here to help. More information at goodwillky.org. Thank you so much for being here,
Thanks, Michael. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking to our friends from Lent Eliminator. Ron Hickman is in studio. Looking forward to that when we come back on Wave Listens Live.